I'm thinking about doing a few of these Maddo vlogs, set up and see how we go. See how much input I can get and how I can get things to work. A little bit complicated, had a few little issues here and there trying to start things up and get it all working properly and working out the best way to do things. But anyway, that's where I'm at. And this is a new year, thank God 2020's gone. Now we just want to look forward to the future. Unfortunately, I still won't be travelling anywhere this year outside of here, for the simple fact that well, most people know I am a carer for my dad, and we'll leave it at that. So I don't know how long he'll last at home. Anyway, so out of that, this is what I look like I'm going to be trying to do. Entertainment purposes, keep yourself active and doing something at least. So with that, one thing I will ask, had it down a few times, thinking, and it just came to head just recently from a particular subscriber. And he was talking through his videos, so forth, and you always come across something which will get your attention. And what that was, he said two particular words. Those only words were said once through his whole video. So out of that, my ears pricked up. Oh, okay, because I actually thought he lived somewhere else. Yes, he was from Australia, was from Melbourne, but not knowing, never met him before. Yeah, so that's where this story will particularly come into it. Anyway, out of that, how far have you travelled to meet someone next door? That's the question I'm going to pose to you. Going back over the years of travelling through Australia and everything, I take this, it turns around, there's been a few times, not a lot, but a few times that I've travelled around to find that people are very, very close to me. First time was when, well, twice it's happened to me, both times when I was travelling through the centre of Australia, right up from south all the way through till north. So with that, where I stopped was, first time was in Central Australia, went into a grocery store, come caravan park, everything there, bit of a yak, as you do, you get to chat to the person there. Mind you, I was the only person in there, so obviously the only one to talk to. And question was, oh yeah, how are you? Yep, where you from? How long you're away for and everything? Yep. And where you going to? So all the usual questions. Yeah, whereabouts you from? Well, Melbourne? Oh yeah, yep. The guy said he was from Melbourne. That was the owner of the caravan park store. From there, narrowed it down. He was from Melbourne. Yep, not far. Bundoora. Well, we can use that suburb. One for a better word. Bundoora. Oh yeah, I've got a mate that lives in Bundoora. Yeah, like as thousands of other people do. So with that, know what I got to do. I turned around. Oh yeah, I got a mate there, and I said, yeah, Grimshaw Street. Oh yeah, I live not far from Grimshaw Street. Oh okay, yeah, whereabouts? Oh yeah, I know that area quite well. And that's probably what you'll find. You'll come across people that know the area or have some sort of proximity to it. So that was fine, had a bit of a yak and blah 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 blah. Get further on, travel on, a week or so later, go into another place to fuel up. And yeah, yakking away. It was only one of these little side, in the middle of nowhere fuel places. Yakety yak. Where you from? Yep. And there was a few people there. One person pipped up. Oh yeah, I'm from Melbourne. Oh yeah, whereabouts? Oh, Mill Park. That's where I was living at the time. Oh okay, yep, no worries. Yeah, whereabouts in Mill Park? Roughly about 4 houses up from the medical centre in Mill Park. Oh really? Oh yeah, not far from where I am. I said, oh yeah. He said, yeah. And just out of curiosity, he turned around and said, "Oh, do you know such and such?" He said he was going to do a bit of travelling. And I laughed. I said, "Yes, I do. We were talking about it, but I got away before him." I forget where he said he was travelling, but he wasn't travelling anywhere where I was. But with that, he turned around and said, "Yeah," and said the neighbour's name. And I just laughed. Again, he said, "Well, what are you laughing for?" "He's my neighbour at the back of my house." So, yeah, travel all that way, 4,000 kilometres, and run into people that live literally metres away from where you do. Now that brings me on to the next one. That's probably about the furthest I've ever travelled anywhere outside of or still inside of Australia, but outside of my normal area. I've travelled elsewhere through over the years, and that was fine. Out of that, I've been travelling through Asia, commenting on a few people's videos and so forth through YouTube, no worries. And with that came out where I heard this particular person talking in his video, and these two areas came up. Oh, okay. Never heard it again right through the whole video. It was only ever said, each word was only said once. That was Greensboro, and the other one was Northland. So to me that tells me he actually lives closer than I thought he did. Oh, okay. So I said, "Oh yeah, one day catch up for a beer, yada yada yada." So I sent him an email, and yeah, just as a reach out to say g'day and all that. And yeah, so he emails me back, bugging me dead. He's less than 5 minutes away from where I live. So I thought that says it all. The expression was, the world might be a big place, but it's such a small place as well, because you can travel so many different places. You always find and run into people that you will know or are live very, very close to where you are. So anyway, enough of that. Drop below how far you've travelled anywhere in the world and ran into someone who lives close to you and the circumstances around it. Always a good story. So give us a thumbs up, comment, and catch you on the next one. Ciao.